okay, so this is what you want to do. Watch this. Because God ain't playing with us. Listen, we came from the, we came up in the same places, right? Same hood, same all of that. Like whether it's in Oklahoma or whether it's in Texas, Dallas, whatever it is, black people is growing up the same way. Hating one another, fighting, whoring out the women, all these different things, right? We came out of that. And we understand that we cannot do that as God's chosen people. Remember, we got to continue to be cursed. Read this real quick.
Hebrews chapter 13, verse 4. Marriage is honorable.
So God esteems marriage on the highest level. He said marriage is honorable and all. Read.
And the bed undefiled.
Read.
But whoremongers and adulterers God will judge.
It says whoremongers and adulterers God will judge. Now, my question to you is, what is a whoremonger? Do you know what that is?
Somebody chasing a whore.
Somebody, woman to woman to woman, chasing. You become a whoremonger because, like you said, you're making whores out of a women. Hey, big bro right here, come here. Big bro the orange, come here. We're gonna show you that God said this is how you serve him.
Bring it out.
You have to do his will. That is the only way you're gonna get a relationship with God. Read that part again.
Bring it out.
Now we know that,
Read that part. Jump to it.
but if any man be a worshiper of God and doeth his will, him he heareth.
That is the only way to have a relationship with God. You have to do his will. You have to do his will. You can't establish your own righteousness. Give me that Romans 10:3. You can't do it your own way. The sister just admitted she made up everything that she said. Right. Letting us know she don't believe in God. She don't believe in God. She allowed her son to be in another religion, so she can't even teach her son about God because she don't know. Because her son got it right. And she don't got it right. That's what she said ultimately. Read.
Romans chapter 10, verse 3. For they being ignorant of God's righteousness.
Being ignorant of God's righteousness. This sister is ignorant of God's righteousness. And guess what? She's going to cause her son to continue to be ignorant, to continue to be destroyed.
Right.
Read.
And going about to establish their own righteousness.
Guess what? You ain't got no personal relationship. It is not possible. No matter where you read in the Bible, you cannot be a wicked Negro and continue to do it and continue to live how you want to live and be a worshiper of God and have a relationship with God.
That's right.
You can't. You either serve God or you serving Satan. You blessed by Satan. Yeah, if you want to be blessed, you can consider yourself blessed by Satan because he gives blessings as well. And that's a curse. Read.
Have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of God.
We're trying to give you an understanding. Hey, big bro with the do-rag. Big bro, come here real quick. I'm going to show you something. When you come out the store, come out at me, all right? Come out at me when you come out the store. Read.
Verse 3. For they being ignorant of God's righteousness and going about to establish their own righteousness, have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of God.
That's the problem with our community. We don't want to submit ourselves to the righteousness of God. Hey, my sis, right here. Come here real quick. I'm going to talk to you for a quick second. For a quick second. What's wrong? What's the problem? What's the problem? What's going on, brother? How you doing? I see you got the fringes on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you been learning?
Yeah, yes, sir.
How long you been learning?
Like 4 years.
4 years?
Yeah.
Okay, what's that you so long, big bro?
Well, I just moved out here. I'm from South Carolina.
South Carolina?
Yeah.
Okay, have you fellowship with us out there?
Yeah. Because I was living in Sumter, South Carolina. They did have a congregation in Sumter, South Carolina.
Okay, all right, so yeah, I see the fringes. Brother, big bro. Hey, you know about fringes?
About who?
Fringes? What this man got on right here on the bottom of the shirt, what we got on?
Nah, my daddy, dude, he be getting a
Hey,
Hebrew
come
Israelite.
real close.
Hebrew Israelite?
Yeah, we Israelites.
Yeah.
So what you would say, have you seen us before?
I see y'all in Fort Worth, Texas.
Is that where you from?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you live here?
I just came out here. I'm with a female out here.
Oh, okay. So
But
listen.
I be seeing y'all on YouTube and stuff all the time.
Yep. So you came out here at the perfect time, bro. You didn't know we was gonna be out here, did you?
Nah,
We didn't know we was gonna see you either. But guess what? The reason why we say we the Israelites is because we're able to prove it out of the Bible. Now, you know who the Israelites are? The Israelites are God's only people, His chosen people. So out of all the other nations in the world, there is only one chosen people. That's the Israelites.
Right.
But it's not the whites, the Chinese, the Arabs, it's the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and natives. That's what we're reading out of this Bible. Have you ever heard of that? Hold on.
Tribe of Judah?
You Esther husband. No? Okay. I thought I seen you before. But anyway. Okay, so check this out. We can prove that out of the Bible. And that's why we say that we know that we are the Israelites. Watch this real quick. We're going to be real brief. This happened to God's chosen people. Give me that 68 real quick and we're going to jump. Read that real quick. Watch this.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
The Lord shall bring thee into slavery again with ships. Who went into slavery on ships?
You already know.
Who went into slavery on ships? Talk to him.
You already know.
It's us, right? So when you read in this is just one sign that we're able to identify that this is talking about a specific people. So it said the Lord brought us into Egypt again with ships. What other nation did that happen to? It only happened to us, right? So that already is a process of elimination that this ain't for everybody. This Bible is not for everybody. It's only for us. But why did that happen to us? Why, if we the fastest, if we the strongest, we the smartest, we can do everything the best, why did we go into slavery on ships, and how was it possible? Why is it great answer? Great question. We're going to get it for you. Read this. Verse 15.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Mind you, the greatest people on this earth, it says, if we do not listen to the voice of the Lord our God. Read.
To observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day,
Read.
that all these curses,
All these what?
all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake
So
thee.
slavery is a curse, right? That's what the Bible's saying. That's us going to slavery on slave ships is because God put a curse on us. God said, I'm not going to work for you. I'm going to work against you. I'm going to allow your oppressors, a nation weaker than you, a nation dumber than you, I'm going to allow them to overcome you. Rape, rob, and murder. Guess what? That was what, 1619, 1492, and we still here. Why have we still can't get ahead? Why is that? Why can't none of our black leaders rise up and get us out of this condition?
Bring it out.
Read.
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Remember, we went into slavery on ships, read.
With ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again.
Read.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Right here, we sold to our enemies, read.
For bondmen and bondwomen.
So the women too, it's in this thing right along with us, read.
And no man shall buy you.
No man is going to be able to save us, redeem us. Why can nobody redeem us? Because we cursed, right? Because we have to come back to God's commandments. We're cursed for not keeping his commandments.
That's right.
That is the only thing that's going to get us out of these conditions. Give me Judas 5 real quick.
Bring it up.
The other nations know that. Why do you think they put us in what is called the projects, the slums? They what do you call it? Crack, cocaine, all of the different drugs is imported. Like what they say, Colombian.
Bring it up.
Colombian cocaine. You know what I'm saying? How is that getting into our communities? How's all these things getting there? They're transporting it and they're putting it there.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
Hey, Shalom Israel, Most High in Christ blessed. Deacon Abiel in the building. Listen, subscribe to IUIC Oklahoma YouTube page. We got a lot more content coming out. We got the captains, we got the officers about to drop some fire. Stay tuned and don't forget, fix your faces on IUIC Oklahoma. Stay tuned with the latest and greatest content that we got coming out. All praise be to the Most High God. Shalom.
The guns, all of the guns. We ain't had no money when where you, big bro, before you go, I gotta make sure that you get it. Okay. I gotta make sure that you get it. All these different things is happening to us because we broke God's commandments. And the nations know that. So their mission, the nation's mission is to keep us down, to keep us from coming back to the Bible. Because we never knew that slavery on slave ships was in this Bible. We never knew that we was God's people. But they know that, right? They know that. So what they're trying to do is keep us from connecting with this Bible. Because once we understand that we the Israelites, we understand that Jesus Christ is a black man like you and I. We're going to stop hating one another. We're going to pull our pants up. You know what I'm saying? We're going to start taking care of our kids, raising up our communities. We're going to start doing these things. We're going to start keeping God's commandments. And once we do that, we're no longer going to be cursed. We're no longer going to be getting shot in the street. We're no longer going to be in the worst living conditions, getting our backs beat. We're going to be blessed, but we have to start. So watch this, read. Judas 5:20.
Jude chapter 5, verse 20.
The nations know this. Watch this, read.
Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error.
So this is another nation that was observing and examining the nation of Israel at a point in time. Read.
If there be any error against their God.
So they said, if these people are sinning against their God, mind you, remember, this Bible is only for us. It ain't for all nations. So they said, if they are sinning against their God, not doing his commandments, read.
Let us consider that this shall be their ruin.
That this is the time to overcome them. This is the time to put them in slavery on ships. They understand that, read.
And let us go up, and we shall overcome them.
They said they know, okay, if God's people is not following him, God is not going to provide for them. He's not going to defend them. They said, this is our time, read.
Verse 31. But if there be no iniquity in their nation.
If we loving one another, we ain't killing one another. We ain't lusting after each other's wives. You know what I'm saying? We raising up our kids. We keeping the Sabbath day holy. If we keeping God's commandments, read.
Let my Lord now pass by.
Read.
Lest their Lord defend them.
He said, let us keep it pushing. Let us leave them alone. Read.
And their God be for them.
He says, let's let God defend them and be for them. When you're serving God, nobody can stop you. No nation can stop God's chosen people when we serving him, when we keeping his commandments. So it's important that we understand this because the nations know who we are. That's why they're giving us all these different religions, all these different nationalities. Our nationality done changed 30 different times in the past 20 years.
Right.
That's why they understand we have to keep them as far as we can away from them connecting with this Bible, away from them understanding they are the Israelites. They went as far as to call themselves the real Jews.
Right.
They took our nationality, identity theft. Give me that. Revelations, they took our identity. But guess what? All of that is being revealed. All of that is being revealed. And the Most High God is going to fight for us. He's going to defend us. Read.
Revelation chapter 2, verse 9. I know that.
Because before this, right? People would say, oh, if you were to be asked, who are the Jews? What would you say? Huh? I'm saying before you understand that you're the real Jews, who are the Jews in the world today?
The Jewish people.
The Jewish people, right? And they don't even listen. They don't even believe in the Bible.
Right.
They don't even believe in the Bible. How are you gonna be God's people and you don't even believe in the Word of God?
Bring it out.
Right.
It's the point. The point is this right here. Read.
Revelation chapter 2, verse 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty. But
So
thou,
God knows the state of the real people. Read.
but thou art rich.
We are rich. Why? Because we're going to get ourselves together.
Right.
We're going to repent and we're going to keep God's commandments and we're going to get the hell out of this captivity.
Bring it out.
Read.
And
Hold on. Watch.
And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are
He
Jews
said, I know the lies of them that say that they are Jews. Read.
and are not.
And are what?
And are not.
And what?
Are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
The Bible said they the damn Satan. They are the damn devil.
Right.
He said, I know the lies of them that say that they are Jews and are not, but are the worshipers of Satan. They're taking your identity, bro. So what are you going to do for your identity back? How do you get your identity back?
Live righteous.
And how do you live righteous, my brother? So, because real quick, I'm going to show you something. Because you said you came down, you from Fort Worth, and you came down here for a chick, right? The female, right? Now, are you married with her? Married to her? No. Right? You just coming down here, you finna hit it and leave, right?
I ain't gonna hit it and leave.
I mean, but I'm saying you're gonna be here for a little bit, hit it, whatever, and then leave eventually, right? You don't plan on marrying her though, right? So watch this.
I wanted to end.
in the end, right? So this is what you want to do. Watch this, because God ain't playing with us. Listen, we came from we came up in the same places, right? Same hood, same all of that. Like whether it's in Oklahoma or whether it's in Texas, Dallas, Fort, whatever it is, black people is growing up the same way, hating one another, fighting, whoring out the women, all these different things, right? We came out of that, and we understand that we cannot do that as God's chosen people. Remember, we got to continue to be cursed. Read this real quick.
Hebrews chapter 13, verse 4. Marriage is honorable.
God esteems marriage on the highest level. He said, marriage is honorable and all. Read.
And the bed undefiled.
Read.
But whoremongers and adulterers God will judge.
It says whoremongers and adulterers God will judge. Now, my question to you is, what is a whoremonger? You know what that is?
Somebody chasing a whore.
Somebody, woman to woman to woman, chasing. You become a whoremonger because, like you said, you're making whores out of a women. Women is making whores out of themselves from men to men to men, woman to woman to woman. It says whoremongers and adulterers, meaning married people that's cheating, they're going to be judged. Read that part again. Read that part again real quick.
But whoremongers and adulterers God will judge.
It says God will judge. Now, when it says God will judge, is that a light thing? Is that a small thing?
No.
Because you know how God judge?
How?
Give me that real quick. Isaiah 66, real quick. Isaiah 66. I'm going to show you how God judges, because it's not a nice thing. He's not going to say, oh, hey, just get it right. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I know you didn't know. Well, whatever. No, this is how God's going to judge you. Watch this. Read Isaiah 66 and verse 17. Is that what I want? No, 16.
Isaiah chapter 66.
Because the Lord, he's going to come back. And when he comes back, that's when he's going to judge. Watch this. Read.
Isaiah chapter 66, verse 16. By his sword.
By fire and by his sword. Read.
Will the Lord plead with all flesh.
Will the Lord plead with, he's going to judge all flesh. Read.
And the slain of the Lord.
You know what?
The slain of the Lord shall be many.
The slain of the Lord shall be many. So when he comes back, he's not playing no games. This is the time for us to get it right, bro. Listen, I was on your side. I was standing right where you was at. He was standing. Everybody was standing right where y'all was at, bro. But we got to stop playing games because God is not going to play with us. He's saying, listen, you didn't know? I know maybe you didn't know, maybe you didn't know. But now is the time to get it right. Once you know, now you can't play around. Because, listen, he said, whoremongers and adulterers God will judge. So my point to you is, making the whores out of a woman, lusting after the woman, we have to now start changing that. We got to start, because if we don't, we're going to be judged.
What is a nation?
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family.